Solitary confinement in North Carolina prisons could be changing. Reporter Ben Smart tells us that starting this month, the State Corrections Department is partnering with the Vera Institute of Justice, a national organization that helps prison systems find better ways to treat inmates.
Joshua Panter keeps a careful eye on prison security.
I'm a correctional lieutenant here at Central Prison.
It's his job to supervise officers and keep inmates safe. Panter says restrictive housing or solitary confinement is one way the prison maintains order.
For inmates that are healthy from a mental health or medical perspective, restrictive housing has helped them to be more compliant with the facility rules.
Inmates could be locked in a cell like this one, up to 23 hours a day. For the other hour, inmates might go to an outdoor exercise room like this one. Concrete walls, dim lighting, and high windows. A scathing 2014 report from the UNC Law School says solitary confinement is torture. More than 225 pages, the authors don't mince words. Solitary confinement is ineffective at decreasing violence, preserving public safety, managing monetary resources, and violates human dignity and justice.
I'd say that it's torture and that it's very slow torture.
Prison Services attorney Elizabeth Simpson represents inmates.
Human contact is as necessary as food and water. The only time they have a human touch them is when they're being escorted, when they're in full shackles.
Public Safety Deputy Commissioner Tim Moose says there are legitimate reasons for sending an inmate to solitary.
It can be as a result of a disciplinary issue, a behavior issue, a safety issue.
The UNC Law Report explains further. The two most common disciplinary infractions are disobeying an order and profane language. These rule violations usually don't involve physical evidence. It's up to the officer's interpretation. Rehabilitation Director Nicole Sullivan says a new partnership with justice researchers is bringing change.
It's going to look very different, like programs, like very intensive programs that allow an inmate to work their way down and back into general population because they're achieving certain milestones.
Prison officials say they aren't sure if solitary confinement is helping prisoners improve themselves. In Chapel Hill, I'm Ben Smart reporting.
The UNC Law Report also notes that the #1 complaint from inmates about solitary confinement has to do with due process when they're found guilty of prison infractions.